When I was writing the script, I kind of realized something. 90% of the games I play are games by Sega.
I'm Sonic! Sonic the Hedgehog!
I'm not even like a Sonic fan.
No!
If you didn't know, Sega technically has this quote-unquote big three of games. You know, we got Sonic, Yakuza, and Persona. You know, if you were to ask me, we can just sweep this away. Put Jet Set Radio here. I like that more. I've wanted to make this video because these games have genuinely changed my life. And it makes me kind of sad seeing like Sega make these terrible decisions. Well, mainly RGG. But you know, let me talk about the good in these games, man. I don't know. Three years ago, I decided, man, I really want to play a turn-based RPG. So I bought Yakuza Like a Dragon. Then I realized it was like the 7th game in the series. Like technically, yeah, you can start with it. And that's why it's not called like Yakuza 7 the Less. But it feels like, you know, skipping the time skip of like a series. So I got Yakuza 0. I have a really soft spot for Yakuza 0. It was one of the first games I ever bought with my own money. And it was the game that pushed me away from the doom that is online games. And I consider like Yakuza 0 the game that got me into playing games. Like yeah, as a kid I played a few games. We got Pokemon, Yokai Watch. And after I got older, I got like heavily into manga and want to explore like other mediums of storytelling. So I got 0. And I actually didn't like it at first. I remember spending most of my time like in the first chapter just playing like the crane game. Yeah, I don't really know why. I just knew that like Yakuza was the mini game. And it wasn't until I got to like the ending of chapter 3 that I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. But I'm gonna be honest, I barely remember the story. In fact, I barely remember any of the stories of any of the games. Don't get me wrong, there are a few parts where I do remember the stories, and there's some of the most genuinely, like, thrilling and fun to play through. But then there's some random bullshit that happens where it's just like, I don't want to do this, man. Although I am a bit biased, because I did get burnt out by the time I got to Yakuza 3. And even though 3 is, like, my second favorite game in the series, I just think these games work better as, like, one-time experiences. You know, it just makes the game feels special. That's just me though. And I really love these games. I just wish I knew how to express myself more. Like, I haven't even gotten to talking about the characters I freaking love, man. But if I did, it just boiled down to saying, oh, Shin is cool. He's awesome. And Ichiban, he's cool and Ichi-tastic. These games just mean so much to me. And as much as I wanted to make videos on other things, I feel like I have to talk about Yakuza before like anything else. And here's a little fun fact. My first video was you running around and humping a sign. I lied. It was Jet Set Radio. Yeah, I don't have too many thoughts about it, but I felt like I'd include it because, you know, it beats my profile picture. I remember buying it the day before it got delisted. And, you know, I think it was one of the best decisions I've made in a long time. I think this was the first game I genuinely went out of my way to get all the achievements for, too. And I loved every second of it. Although, a lot of people do say the gameplay of the original Jet Set Radio, it's kind of frustrating and unfun. I don't know, I liked it, you know. There's the momentum, people hate that, but I liked it. It's like pushing a boulder. All of that was changed in the sequel, you know, Jet Set Radio Future. And it is better to play, but I don't know. Aside from the music, I like the original one more. Okay, I just wanted to get that out of the way so I can talk about the stuff I want to talk about. The music. I really love sampling. I think it's crazy that someone can hear this Just make that. Like, what type of person do you have to be to even, like, begin to make... I see. I like the tracks Richard Jacques in Toronto made. The Hideki Nagano is such a, like, character that he's just way more interesting to talk about. The thing is, Naganuma's tweets are just really funny when compared to, like, how good his music is. Now, music's one of those things where it's mostly subjective, so I don't know. Go listen to it, form your own opinion. Don't listen to me. Please listen to me, actually. And then go to his Twitter. I don't know, I don't really have much to say right now. I'll probably make a long form video eventually about it. I like music. So, Persona and SMT don't really have a chapter thing. So I don't know what to do for a transition. I also don't know what to do with this part because I want to make separate videos for, like, each of these games. So let's list the games I've played from my least favorite to most. And we'll look at this list and talk about them eventually. This is all based on my opinion, man. It's all based on my opinion, man. Stop! It's a rhythm game. It's whatever. There's some remixes I like, some I don't. I like seeing more of the P3 cast, I guess. But I like the other ATLUS games more. I like the story. It does get good eventually. I enjoyed the fan service they do. You know, Makoto, the Persona 5 collab, Persona 3 collab. But it's still a gacha game at the end of the day, so it's like, the gameplay's kind of whatever. I had fun playing this, but I just have to admit, I'm just shit at, like, Dynasty Warrior games, man. And I'm more of a turn-based RPG guy. I wish I could say more, but I don't. I gotta save what I'm talking about for a separate video. I love playing Persona 4. The entire cast is really great. But when I'm not playing it, it doesn't really, like, stick with me, man, compared to the others. I've only done the Sebek route so far, but I love Persona 1. I love the first-person dungeon crawling. I love dungeons. I love the design of the cast. I like Ayase and Ellie. The combat does get boring eventually, though, like after a while. The story's just very hit or miss for me. Like, I like the third semester. There's just points throughout the game where I'm like, this kind of sucks. I'm also really mixed on the cast. I'll explain that eventually. I love the palaces though. I love dungeons. I thought it was really cool. Persona 5 best gameplay, Persona 4 best cast, Persona 3 best story. I finished this like a week ago. I don't really have too many thoughts about it. I like the atmosphere a lot. I like, you know, the gameplay. It's kind of whatever, but you know, the characters are really cool. The story's really compelling. I really liked it. I'm really interested to see how the duology ends. I fucking love press turn, man. 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 It's just really fun. And the gameplay and music are really great. I've only done the Vengeance route so far. So canon creation could be really shit. So I don't really know. It took a while for the story to like hit me though. I thought it was like boring for most of it, but I eventually got hooked and it was like really great. I don't know. It's really good. I really love like the endings you get here. The true demon ending. I love how it's just not like chaotic, neutral, like law. It's just, I think that's really cool. I love Magatamas. I think they're interesting. I like the Magatamas, but I think what they did in SMT5 is better. I also really love the dungeons and the environmental storytelling. It was really great. I think this is like the best ATLUS has ever told their story visually. And that's probably because it's like 10 hours long. The puzzles are really fun. It's a really big step up from Puzzle Boy. Good shit, ATLUS. I didn't know you had that in you. I really want to make a video out this one day because I love Catherine, man. Persona 3 Portal is probably like my favorite game ever. I just love the story and characters of Persona 3 so much. And as much as I love like the pre-made dungeons in the other games, I actually really like exploring Tartarus. I think it's like really fun. So be ready for the Persona 3 Portable video one day. Probably use these clips of me talking about the games and kind of explain on them later. Because I just really love ATLUS. I eventually like want to like talk about these games and just how they affected me and just how like awesome they are. Anyway, I don't really know how to end this video. I just wanted to talk about Persona 3 Portable and Catherine. I forgot about Persona 3 Reload.